Hello students, today's topic is B-tree deletion. In previous session I already discussed you about the B-tree insertion. Here in B-tree deletion there will be the two cases. If the target key is in leaf node and if the target key is in internal node. If the target key is in leaf node, we may directly delete it, there's no problem. But here in B-tree's property we have to follow or we have to check these all properties of the minimum children and minimum keys as well as maximum we don't care, but here we have to check whether the minimum number of keys present there after deletion or not, and as well minimum number of children are present after deletion. So here we have to check like this. For example, if we take order 5, then the ceiling value we have to calculate here the ceiling value m by 2. Then here is the 3 minimum number of children as well as minimum number of keys that should be 2. After the deletion we have to check this minimum number of children and minimum number of keys. If it violates, then it was not allowed here to perform any deletion operation in that case. So if the target key is in leaf node, then we have to delete it. Then it may be if we delete that target key, it may violate the properties of BST as well as B-tree. Then it may be two cases. So we have to borrow for example, if the leaf node contains more than minimum number of keys. Here we already know that B2 will follow the bottom-up approach in our insertion process. But here in every deletion process, either it may be B trees or AVL trees as well as red black trees, if the target key is present in the leaf node, we directly delete it from the leaf node. So there is no problem here, but we have to check whether the minimum number of children are present or maximum number of children are present after the deletion process. So we have to check here. If leaf node contains more than minimum number of keys, then we are allowed to delete the keys. But if only it has only minimum number of keys. For example, here the minimum number of keys should be 2. If it has only minimum number of keys should 2, then if we delete 1 from it, then this has only 1. It violates the property of the B tree. So this was not allowed. So we have to check this property, and what we have to do if there is only one node present. So for this problem we have to go through this: borrow from immediate left or borrow from its immediate right sibling. Here in the leaf nodes there may be siblings there, left sibling or right sibling. So it may borrow from the immediate left sibling or its immediate right sibling. If there is a problem with the immediate left sibling or right sibling, why? Because if it is have a more than minimum number of keys, then only it should give. It will give. Or else if there is only the minimum number of keys, then it will not allow to give. Why? Because if it give it that to 1, then it remains with only one element. Then there is a problem with this. Why? Because it may violate the BST property. Why? Because it has to be have to be 2 minimum number of keys. So if it give it to you the 1, then it remains only with the 1. So this is a poor condition. So it is not allowed. Borrow it from immediate left or borrow from immediate right only happened if it have the sufficient number of keys present, and then if it has a more number of minimum keys present, then only it will give you to the surplus key to the key to their sibling which it has borrowed it from. So if neither the left or nor the right sibling has a more than minimum number of keys, then we have to merge two siblings and then split the nodes, delete the target key, and then resort the data or resort the nodes which are present here. Right? You may understand. Once again, I want to repeat this. if there may be two cases. If the leaf node contains more than minimum number of keys, there will be the no problem. If leaf node contains only the minimum number of keys, then there is a problem. Why? Because if minimum number of keys have to be present 2, minimum number of keys have to present 2. If it has only two number of keys, then we have to delete 1 from it, then it will have only 1. Then this will be the violation of BST property as well as BT rule. So to avoid this, we have to borrow, or else we have to borrow any key from this its immediate left or immediate right sibling. This left sibling or right sibling may ready to give if it has only the surplus number of keys. If it has only the minimum number of keys, then it was not ready to give it to their sibling. So if either left or right has a more than minimum number of keys, then there is no problem. If it has not the more than minimum number of keys, there is a problem. So then we have to merge two siblings and then split the nodes, delete the target key, and resort the data or nodes. For example, this is I have remembered one scene from the Narasimha movie, in which the Rajnikant arranges a marriage for his elder daughter. Then she disagree with the marriage there, and then Rajnikant shift to its second daughter, younger daughter, and then she agrees, but she is not ready at the time. Then in that case, they have to rearrange in the next schedule, as well as in that case they have to open one well, and all those arrangements as well as sarees, that was all put into the well. This is a third case. So we have to borrow from immediate left and borrow from immediate right with their agree only, not any force. So here neither left node or not right node has more than number of keys to give. Then we have to match two siblings and then split that nodes and delete the target key and then resort the data. In that cinema also, resortion will be done, and then again marriage should be done. That is one example, just for fun sake. Here the given tree is this 16, 3, 17. This is the root node, and these are the internal nodes. And these are all the leaf nodes. Here the deletion keys. The keys to delete is 6, 13, 7, 4, 2. The minimum degree for this B3 is 3, which is already given in the example. And then we may take more than 4, 5, 6. Here we take 5. Sorry, 6. So this will be the minimum number of pointers 3, minimum number of keys 2. First key we have to delete is 6. So here it is present in the leaf node. Here minimum number of keys should be 2. Here more than minimum number of keys are present in the leaf node in the first case. So we directly delete. There is no problem. Here delete 13. It is an internal node. What we have to do if the internal node is the target key? There are also two conditions. We have to replace it with in-order predecessor or successor. Here also, if the in-order predecessor or successor, in that case also, if the in-order predecessor replacement or in-order successor replacement should done with only the surplus keys are present, but not the minimum number of keys. If there is not more than minimum number of children either in successor or predecessor, then we should match those two children with the root, delete the target key and rearrange the nodes. This will be happen. There is a third case in every situation where the target key is present in internal node, either in the internal node or in the leaf node. So after so many number of deletions, there may be the possibility of shrinking the tree. Why? Because here order was not mentioned. Here the order was given as minimum order. So we may shrink. We are allowed to shrink the B tree. Why? Because here the shrinking possibility is here. Why? Because to reduce the number of searches. Here we have to delete the 13. We have to delete 13. So we have to replace it with in-order predecessor or in-order successor. Here 13's in-order predecessor is 12 and in-order successor is 14. Here we have write like this: 13, 14, 15. It is the target key, predecessor and successor. So here we have to replace it with 12. Then 13 will be replaced as 12. And these two would be merged. And then 10, 11, 14, 15. Here this will be happened like this. Here we will take that example. Here 16 is the root node. 3, 7, 13, 4, 5, 6 already we deleted it. 10, 11, 12 and 14, 15. Here this is only the left subtree. Here the keys to delete: 6, 13, 7, 4, 2. These are all from the left subtree. So I have taken the left subtree as an example. You may draw here the right subtree. So 6 already deleted and 13. 13 is the internal node. So we have to replace it with in-order successor or in-order predecessor. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here is the successor and here is the predecessor. Here 14, 15 only 2 number of keys. That is the minimum keys, not more than minimum keys. So here is the minimum number of keys. So we have to replace it with the in-order predecessor. So that will be 16, 3, 7, 12. It will be replaced with 12. And then here 4, 5, 10, 11. These are all should be merged, and then target key will be deleted. And then in-order predecessor is replaced with their place, and then remaining all same. Sorry, 4, 5, 10, 11, 14, 15 should be merged. Here I have found the correct way. I have confused a little bit here. So this will be like this. And then the key 7 have to be deleted, but this is also an internal node. So again we have to check. Here 3, 7, 12, 4, 5 and 10, 11. $14, $15. So here there is no surplus key either in left or right. So we have to merge all those 4, 5, 7, 10, 11 and delete the target key, and then this will become 3, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 11 and then 13, 14. This is the final. Like this the deletion of the B trees will be happened. And the shrinking will be shown here. 16 here, 3, 12, 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 11, and then 13, 14. Here we have 20, 24, and then 17, 18, 19, here 21, 22, as well as 25, 26. So shrinking would be happen like this. We have to merge all this with root node, and then root node will become 3, 12, 16, 20, 24, and then this will become 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 11, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, and then 25, 26. This is the shrinking of B tree. Then we directly delete the nodes which are given. Here we have given 4. 4 we can directly delete it. Why? Because there is a more than minimum number of keys, and then we have to delete 2. But there is a problem here. So we have to borrow it from the immediate left or right. Here the immediate left have surplus node, so we have to borrow it from the immediate left. But here this is not problem. Why? Because there is no link between them. So we have to appeal to the root node, and then root node will appeal to the borrow node. So 3 will shift here, 1, 3, and 5 will shift here. That is 2, 16, 20, 24, and then 10, 11, like this. This is the final B tree after the deletion, after the so many deletions. Okay guys, happy reading.